Hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today, it's up to day 31 here in the Institute, and we're going to try and finish off Experimental Field, and then see how we go after that. Yeah, we will see how we go. Our focus is going to be pretty much on trying to get the farming finished for Experimental Field, and then we'll probably think about heading up into Harvest Corp. So we are, if you remember, on our way to drop this service trailer here at the scrapyard. Now, I was thinking about heading down here and picking up the little TUZ, but I can't really do much with it anyway, other than probably bring it up to here, or maybe tow it all the way down to here, but it kind of has to go up to here anyway. So we're not going to worry about the little TUZ now. I'm going to, or Don, whatever that thing is that's on its side here, which is part of the down to the last screw contract. So we picked up, that's right, we picked up the little Carn Loaf, but we're not going to worry about this little one for now. Instead, we'll keep heading on to finish off, or to drop this service trailer off, and that will get us going with the Scrap Stalker task. Come over this little mound. And we've got our 2 potato samples on board that we will be taking down to the railway station for our experimental fuel. And probably it might be worth dragging this a bit of the way. Maybe. Get out of that mud. Okay. So we can take, again, because I haven't played this through, I still haven't quite worked out the right way to do these various tasks. But we might just take this with us, get it up here to the main road. So we're going to go on the main road. Leave it there though. It doesn't need to come this way. We're just going to drop off the service trailer. Oh, so annoying. I thought I'd just turned inside that. Alright, so we'll drop off the service trailer. Oh, look at that. Oh, poop. So there's 3 metal rolls here that we could have picked up and taken straight to the buyer in Harvest Corp. Well, too bad, because I simply don't have any space. But at least now we know that there's 3 metal rolls here. So maybe we'll come back, possibly with the Voron, and deliver and pick up the little Don on our way. Yes, that makes more sense. Grab those 3 metal rolls and head on up to Harvest Corp later on, or something. Now I'm kind of thinking that I might grab this little trailer here, which isn't quite as close to the road as I thought I'd left it. So let's bring it a bit closer. Come up to the road. So I'm wondering if I might just stop off at there's a logging station on the way, I think. So we're going to come down here. Where's the logging station? A lumber mill. It's down there. Alright, so we're going to be heading down. I'm actually going to cross over here. But we might just take a bit of a detour down to the lumber mill, because that means we can do log bridge on the way. So once again, trying to do things at once. No point keeping Scrap Stalker on though. So let's go to log bridge and see if we can sort this out. What's in there? Oh, that's right, we've delivered stuff in there before. Yeah. So we came along here a little bit earlier, a couple of days ago. Pretty good as long as we stick to the grass going this way. But that's right, this is where we did that contest and we damaged our truck, because when we come to this river crossing there's a pretty nasty logs placed. Just got to be careful that we don't smash our wheel on the logs by falling off the logs or doing something. So we'll have a little bit of a look this time and try not to damage our truck. So if we aim for the middle of that tree, it was in this part here, I think, or maybe the next bit. Yeah, see there's some logs under the water there. So we just want to make sure we stay on them, fully on them. What I did last time was I fell off them, and that caused a major bit of damage. Instead of heading straight on like I normally would, we're going to kick around to the right to get to the logging station. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up some logs. So let's just have a quick look at the map and see if I can beeline straight there. Pretty much can. There's just this copse of trees here, so we'll come around that and then sort of straight on. Just watching out for any ditches to fall in. Looks a little bit wet and muddy, so I'll just have to be careful coming back with the medium logs on. Might not be able to come up on this sort of high angle like we have that time, because the medium logs are just so top heavy. Just try and get ourselves up onto that grass a bit more, because we will be turning around. Okay. Medium logs onto the trailer, auto load them. So now at least we've got some logs on. Let's get down to the lower gear to get going. That big mud puddle just here, which I did notice of, so I'm going to come right around the top side of this. Should be right. to the path that leads all the way back to the main road, and we can head on to drop these medium logs off. So we do have to do some more medium logs at various places. I think back over in Heartlands, I think there's one medium logs we have to deliver there. Yuck. Alright, straight through. Just trying to work out the lesser evil. So in this case, I think going straight through, although it's very muddy, is more achievable than sneaking around the edge and potentially tipping. Into that auto then, did it? Oh, what have we got here? Oh, that's our fuel trailer. Alright. I'm going to say, have I found a fuel trailer? No, that's my own one that I left here earlier. Oh boy. I don't actually think we're going to be doing a whole lot more over this side here, but at least we'll have fixed up the bridge, so if we do need to come this way, we don't have to fight the water. There we go, very pretty, nice looking log bridge. Stumps there. Oh, and hit one. I'm just going to bring this guy back and leave it at the main road, because we will probably use this later on. Because we do need to do medium logs, so it's quite possible we're going to want to use this for something. So let's bring it up actually on that side. Block the road. I think we leave it nicely at the edge here. We should be right. Back to the fuel trailer and fuel up. So then we've got a bit of a run down to deliver some patooties. Let's go. In fact, change the task, because now, oh, yes. Experimental field, finally. We have a potential to actually finish experimental field. Hooray! Which I kind of tried to finish ages ago. Couldn't do it. So we'll head down to Crossroads and deliver our potatoes down to the railway station. Then I have to work out whether I'll do some more. I probably should do some more farming and knock over that task for out in the field, and that'll generate two more potato samples that I don't actually need. So unfortunately, and this is the little gripe I had a few days ago now, when I take these samples down, it's the same drop-off point for both this task and the like hot potatoes task or contract, and you can't tell which one you're doing it for. So I would much rather finished experimental field back days ago when I was first here, rather than finishing like hot potatoes. But unfortunately, I guessed incorrectly and yeah, completed the wrong contract, because there's nothing that actually tells you which one's which. Oh, that's a bit tight. Just have to be very careful there, because that rut in the road is so deep. It's like falling off a cliff. I should actually have a look, because I think I can go across these fields is the best way, isn't it? Yes, if I go across, yeah, all the way down. So I sort of want to go across these fields to get down to here. So let's head down to sort of here somewhere, and then down to here somewhere to rejoin the main road. Sorry about the fence. Between the trees there, so we're fine to get through there. Keeping on rocking. Whoa, steady. That's where you want to be a little bit careful just how steep some of these ditches are. Runoffs are, I don't know what the right word is. But nothing too bad for the Tayga. Alright, and now we're on the main road, which makes things much more fun. These are other medium trailer that I could have picked up on my way back, but I don't think I'm going to be needing a whole lot of medium trailers. I only really pull one at a time. Yes, eventually also there's a task called, or contract called 30 harvestless years that we have to do our typical farming 3-trick pony at in Heartlands. But unfortunately, Heartlands doesn't have any of the farming equipment there. So it's going to be a bit of a chore to bring them over. Take them from either Crossroads up or from Institute across, which is a bit of a pain. Right, so here we go, delivering our mistake. Once again, I made a mistake. Oh, maybe not. 2 potato samples. Experimental field is now done, and we get a warehouse. Warehouse is now available. I wonder where the warehouse is. Because this warehouse was already here. So I wonder what warehouse we've opened up. Let me just stop the truck and have a look back up kind of where we were at the Institute. Is there a new warehouse up here now? Yeah, there's a farm warehouse. Okay, farm warehouse. What do you have, Mr. Farm Warehouse? Farm warehouse. Yes. Oh, no, that's... Well, maybe, but that's pretty pointless. Alright. Well, for the sake of the minute, I'm going to hop into the 310E and we can activate that task. So we've managed to do experimental field, so that's good. Finally got that one done. That's taken us quite a while, but it's all good. We got there in the end. So we've then got down to the last screw and Scrap Stalker that we're sort of half working on. We've also now got this out in the field. So sure, we can do that, and basically what out in the field... stop it. What out in the field does is it opens up once again another harvesty type thing. So this same field, we just have to get our cultivator, our planter and our harvester. I'm always terrified of getting these guys on the trailer. Nice. Okay. So we'll do another run of harvesting because, you know, that's what you do here. Let's see if we can knock this over relatively quickly. And this will then mean that we have the out in the field task done. The idea, I think, was that you were meant to do experimental field first and then do this one second, so that you could use this second set of sample potatoes to take down to the Lycop potatoes contract. The problem was, for me, that I messed up by getting out of sequence. So now I've got this set of cultivating and planting and all that stuff, and absolutely nothing to do. Nothing useful to use these for when I finish, because they're going to be sample potatoes, not just potatoes. And there ain't no need for them on any other task or contract. So we're kind of just doing this for completeness sake. And that's okay. I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to do the whole lot. As in to do all three tasks, the cultivate, seed and harvest. But we'll try and see how we go. 45%. Doing okay. Time. That's okay. To 60%. Some runs are able to do it in like third gear, and others you're back into first. I don't know. We're up to fourth. Won't get that, judge that turn right, can I? Okay, 83. Can we get around? Oh, that's as tight as we can be. About 99. Won't quite get to 100 on this run, but we'll be close. Hit something as well. We're at 99 now. Let's take that little bit out. A little bit over. That should do. Right, we'll bring this guy over here now, because I don't think we're going to be using it much more. But we may need to take it over to Heartlands. So we'll detach it there. Go back and get our cedar and do the second part. Cedar's blue. lovely, but not too bad. Typical now, spinning around and around again. Just like not too much to say about this. We're basically going to keep going until we've seeded the field and harvested the field. Doing a great job of staying on straight lines this time, but anyway. Also struggling with pace. Decided we're going very slow now. I think I'll put it in low gear. It's just not wanting to get a wiggle on. Oh yeah, 60%. Really crawling along. Struggling to get out of first gear. we're spinning our wheels. I think it's just slow. I think it's 75% crawling along. Hoping to get this done before I have to refuel. Should be able to manage that, I think. We're going to have to start turning around and tighter turn on. We should be then able to do one last run up the middle here. That'll get us done. I think if I can turn a bit more. Oh no, we're done. Good. Alright, so that's stage done. Again, we'll bring the seeder over a bit nearer to the road, because we're probably going to need to take it back with us. So we'll leave that here. Refuel. Alright. Go back and harvest our field. Enough. We're going to do this one anti-clockwise this time, just to prove that we can do it backwards. Let's collect all these potatoes. Put them in the warehouse. I imagine we still have to do quite a bit of this. Yeah, because I think there's one task that needs like 8 lots of potatoes, so oh boy. That'll be fun. Just get a turning circle on this thing. I think farming makes even running long logs look pretty good. Oh yeah, 48%. Halfway there. the farming area. Hooray! So that's pretty cool. So in terms of tasks still outstanding, what we've got to do, for Kalari Group we've got Deep Study, which is the scanning one. So we'll need to use the step for that, the Pike for that. We might even do that next. Fighting fire with fire, we can only do this after we do Deep Study. And then Harvest Corp. Oh, we've got a new one now called Fertilizer Trouble, which needs us to visit the cistern search area and then deliver a cistern to the farming plot. Okay, so we know that cisterns are 5-slot cargo. So when we go there, we're going to want to take the Voron to do that, or something with 5 slots anyway. Okay. Actually, we'll activate it now, so I remember. And then otherwise, we've got to do this side up again because we messed that up the first time. So we need to do that. Maybe. Well, stop it. And then otherwise, Harvest Corp, Chicken Coop, Heartlands, Harvestless Years, Heartlands, the other one was in Harvest Corp. So that's a cultivating task we have to do in Heartlands, but we don't have any equipment there, so that's nasty. For this one, we need to deliver the 2 consumables that we've sort of had a few goes at trying to get closer. They've got to go down to there, to the abandoned buyer. I can sort of see the beginnings of a set coming up. I reckon if we were to take the Tayga and bring it up and around with 2 consumables on, drop them off here, continue on up, pick up the 3 vehicle spare parts or whatever it was that was up here, come back, get the little fallen over truck that's over here somewhere. We can then take that little truck up here, and we'd then be on our way up to Harvest Corp. But I think I'm going to want to do some that's one I just did, Scrap Stalker. Yeah, I think I'm going to want to investigate Harvest Corp before I actually head up there. And down to the last screw. Oh, that's the one that needs it. Now, I wonder if we might find that those vehicle spare parts magically appear once we drop off the little TZ. I wouldn't be surprised. So I think, and then on this one, Sun Sails, we've got closing the circuit, which is 2 medium logs, one to the steel mill and one to a farming plot. So we might look at that later on. But I'm going to say, let's have a go at Deep Study. So but not in that truck, in the little step. So we'll give that a go and see if we can do Deep Study. So just need to top up our fuel. I'm just looking to see where we're going. I think we're going to want to head over this way for the first one. This will be the southeastern point. Well, let's just watch that, that top number get smaller. And we can go across our new nice wooden bridge. Oh, how lovely. Ooh. Okay, be a bit careful, be a bit careful. I'm not being very careful. Now, let's have a think where I'm actually going to go. So 242 metres to get in. So I reckon, well, let's head down here, somewhere about there. That's 230 metres, that's going to be close. is that's always on. That's good. That's pretty muddy just there. Meters, so it's a bit further than that. That's all right. Oh, we're now starting to trigger out. We're within 150 metres. Oh, that's a bit nasty, isn't it? We got one on, one off. Yeah, okay. Might not quite be wide enough for this. This is just set to be the wrong width. Maybe I'm trying to do this the wrong way. Come on, let me go backwards. Thank you. No, I've just fallen off again. Okay. We're not quite in the right spot over here. Going away from it. So that this one. Oh, no visible winch points. What about that one over there? Okay, so this is a bit hard work for the little step. It is not quite enough of a mud runner to enjoy this. There we go. Okay, just got to be careful of those reeds, obviously. 70. We are getting closer, but not. 69. We're now moving further away. Okay, so we're going away from where we want to be. Alright, that's a pity. Let's try and head back, if we can, more over here. Over there. That might prove to be very difficult in this one, but we'll see. Yeah, this is not... Oh, well, we gave it a try. This is definitely not the truck that you want to be using for this task. Which is a bit of a pity, because I would have liked to have used this for something. You know, it's a new truck, you've got to give things a go. But this is definitely out of its depth, quite literally. So it's really only going to be good out of the mud. It's the mud that's killing it. We need to find a better way across here. Let's keep going along this sort of more solid bit. Try and go all the way around. Take that tree with us. Yes, this is much more task for the work, but I'm not very happy with it. Yeah, this is much more of a task for the Tayga. I'm almost tempted to give up on this. because it just isn't going to be able to do it. It's just not got the mud running ability. It's only little wheels, and it just doesn't want to play in the mud. So disappointingly, we're going to call it for this one. Give up. Take him all the way back to the... Oh dear. Take him all the way back to the garage and retire him, because he's not going to be any use for anything, unfortunately. Simply not got enough mud strength. Good on the roads probably, but no good in the mud. He's been really good there. You know, as soon as he can get grip and get above the mud, he's fine. But just trying to go through mud, no. He's awful. Just can't do anything as soon as he gets into a bit of trouble like that. Such a pity. He's not going to be able to get across, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a pity. So maybe we might try and find the other ones that aren't so muddy. There might be other points that are a bit closer to more solid terrain, and we'll be able to handle that. It's just coming here to the mud. He's like, ooh, getting out of this. Give up on that point. In fact, we probably need to stop, because I think we're pretty much at the end of our time. What do we got? 7:26 here. So we'll just bring him back and across the bridge if we can. No, it's not a bridge. Across the muddy bit. Be careful with this one. This is where I tipped the Tayga over before. So that's a bit of a no, which is a pity, because it means I'm going to have to go and reconfigure the Tayga as a seismic truck. I don't know if there's another way I can do that, but it's the end of the day, so that's okay. So we'll refuel there. Turn the step off. So I definitely want to get over there. So maybe I should follow this road and come this way. And if I did that, that might be a bit more friendly for the forum. But I'm a bit worried that it's going to the point will be down, you know, somewhere here or something like that, and it's just not going to be able to get to it. But we might do that tomorrow, because it's now 8 o'clock. So we'll pause it there. Yeah, a bit of an interesting day. We did finish experimental field, hooray! And we dropped off the trailer for Scrap Stalker or whatever it was called. So we've done a little bit today, but and obviously we did the out in the field task for no good reason other than it was there. So, you know, we did okay. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a bit more luck and manage to find this thingy. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll have a bit of a better day tomorrow. So bye for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.